Guys, I sat here and I thought, I can do two things. I can come on here and I can rant and I can rave and I can scream, I can yell, I can get upset over the ending that we just got done witnessing. Over Bray Wyatt getting hit in the head with a steel chair, with that one thing that he rammed Seth Rollins in the stomach with a ladder, with a sledgehammer, and then a disqualification, getting the match called off. I thought, I could come on here and rant and rave about that. But I decided not to. Because it's just not worth it. Guys, it's just not worth it. WWE is changing everything these days. It really is. What happened last year? Do y'all remember? You had Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns inside Hell in a Cell. And what happened last year? Brock Lesnar interfered, took both of them out, and a match ended. Just like that. That particular point wiped everything away from the 2018 Hell in a Cell. This year, 2019 Hell in a Cell, forget about it being Super Monday Night Raw. In a sense of, it had shows matches that we see every Monday, with some SmackDown matches that we see every week, every Tuesday or now Friday, and then 2 Hell in a Cell matches. So it was a Super Monday Night Raw. Super show. Forget about it being that. What happened in the main event tonight wiped away everything. It wiped away the best match on the card, which was the opener. And I can't believe I'm saying that, because a women's Hell in a Cell matchup in the first time around was not the best match on the card. The first time around did not live up to WWE's hype. This time around, Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch knocked it right out of the park. They did. Knocked it right out of the park. But WWE in the main event left us all just, why? Why? Seriously, why? Why? You could have given Bray Wyatt the Universal Championship. You could have sent Seth Rollins to SmackDown come Friday. And you could have had Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, carry Monday Night Raw. Doesn't that sound good? Doesn't that have a good ring to it? Boy, that rings a bell. That has a good ring to it, wrestling fans. Doesn't it, you? I mean, Think about it. The Fiend, Universal Champion. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, carrying Monday Night Raw. Having rivalries with, I'm sure, Bobby Lashley. I'm sure they'll have probably Samoa Joe, the Monster versus the Fiend, so on and so forth. I can't believe I said Bobby Lashley, but they'll probably put him in there. And think of SmackDown. Seth Rollins over on SmackDown. Sure, you have Brock Lesnar and Cain Velasquez and that kind of stuff going on right now. But think of it this way. With all that stuff going on, you need wrestling. Wrestling. Now, sure, they have a good wrestling base right now. Randy Orton, Ali, so on and so forth, which we're going to talk about that matchup. Don't you worry, wrestling fans. But Seth Rollins could go over to SmackDown and take that place. You honestly think we're going to see a Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar matchup, even if he did go to SmackDown, anytime soon? My guess is no. My guess is no. We would probably see Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar before we saw Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar again. But anyway, WWE has taken away all the speciality of the Hell in a Cell matchup. Just look back at what the Hell in a Cell matchup means. Barbaricness, ruthlessness, bloodbath, not being able to escape. It's okay if they do what they did, underneath the ring, or the cell not being down and all that stuff. That's alright, whatever. They've been doing that for years. But not being able to escape once you're inside the cell. Things of that nature. It's just gruesome. What is it now? A mess. I don't believe in the Hell in a Cell match anymore. Heck, WWE doesn't either. They don't even put the highlights of current Hell in a Cell matches on their promos, on their packages. You know which ones they use? Still the ones that I grew up on, and still the ones that a lot of you wrestling fans grew up on. AKA, The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, 1997. Bad Blood in Your House. AKA, The King of the Ring, Mankind versus The Undertaker. So on and so forth. There's a laundry list of Hell in a Cell matches that you and I grew up on out there that they use. It's none of the PG version era matches. And it's definitely none that has the red cell. The red cell with the red lights mean nothing to me. Nothing. But that's just me. So, this main event was utter garbage. Simply because of the ending. Bray Wyatt deserved better than that. And WWE could write better than that. Now, Bray Wyatt's probably going to go over to SmackDown on Fox. As far as the other Hell in a Cell match is concerned, because I know that's the other reason why you're here, Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks knocked it out of the park. It was absolutely awesome. Now, wrestling fans, I'm just going to tell you, I was surprised with the outcome. I thought Becky Lynch was going to lose this championship. I thought she was going to go over to SmackDown. Didn't happen. Sasha Banks is probably going to go now. I'd be honest with you. Probably Bayley going over to Monday Night Raw and Sasha Banks going over to SmackDown on Friday nights. Charlotte and Sasha being the two that really carries SmackDown over there. I don't like that because honestly, I don't think that there's anybody that can take that title off of Becky Lynch that's believable now than Sasha Banks. There's nobody. I have to wait and see what happens. All I know is that opening match was the best match on card. It wasn't any others. Matter of fact, after that first matchup, everything went spiraling downhill. Ali and Randy Orton. You know, how many times do we have to see Ali lose? There was a report that came out a while back that said that Ali was liked by Vince and Eric Bischoff in a match with him versus Elias. I'm sure a lot of you know what that report, what I'm talking about when it comes to that report. Wrestling fans, if that is true, how come every time we see him, he takes a loss? How come every time we see him, he's not wearing championship gold? At least mid-card. This is utterly ridiculous. Ali deserves a strap. Ali deserves a piece of gold. No doubt, no question in my mind. Not what he is given to him. This is ridiculous. And a loss for Randy Orton tonight would have done nothing. Nothing. As far as hurting his character. Charlotte, a 10-time women's champion. 10-time women's champion. You know, when I hear that, when I see that, when I hear Corey Graves say that she is the greatest of all time and all this other garbage, the only thing that comes to my mind is, what has she done with those 10-time championships? Or the other 9? What has she done with them? It's kind of like Sasha Banks. She's 4-time women's champion, but, you know, almost every reign has lasted 1 month. So, there you go. So, when Charlotte does something extraordinary with them, and yes, I understand she's defended it on WrestleMania and all this stuff, but look, when she does something extraordinary with it, does something that's meaningful with it, somebody come knocking and tell me in the comments below. Okay? Now, wrestling fans, let's talk about, well, I'd like to say I'm going to talk about something that's important, but really nothing else on this show is important. You want to know the truth? What, a 6-man tag team matchup? Okay. The OC lose by disqualification. And then the OC get taken out by the Viking Raiders and Braun Strowman. Okay, that's what to be expected. Can somebody please write on the script, AJ Styles and the OC stop being looked like fools at the end of every matchup? Please. Getting tired of seeing it every single show. What else was on this show that somebody might actually care about? Oh, the women's tag team matchup? I didn't even watch it, but the results was the Kabuki Warriors, new women's tag team champions in the WWE. And other than that, Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan beat Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. An impressive matchup. It was an impressive match. I will say that. I'm not going to say it wasn't. That was an impressive matchup. Little odd spot, I will say that. It wasn't in a spot that I thought it would be in. Right up towards the beginning of the show. But it was an impressive match. Now, this overall rating, this overall grade, this overall show, quite frankly, Hell in a Cell 2019 really showed that the speciality, the importance, the greatness that the Hell in a Cell match used to have is gone. It's not there anymore. And that hurts for me to say that, because it's always been one of my favorite matches up until the last couple of years. But anyway, I'm getting out of here. Join me for Raw review tomorrow. Join me for it, okay? On Twitter and here on YouTube tomorrow night. And of course, until I see you then, this is Webby, and I'll catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.